everything, but not this time, man. Nah, I'm sorry. This is no. You've done everything now at this point. You've done everything. You've done it all. Name something you haven't done. You've killed people based on race. You conspired the American government in 1999 in December, settled out of court with Martin Luther King Jr.'s family for conspiring against Martin Luther King Jr. Again, the American government, this is not conspiracy theories. I know this is something else you don't know. This is something else you do not know. December 1999. This is what we're going back to. We're going back to December 1999. I gotta say it in your head like that because some of y'all just shell shocked. Gotta talk to you loud. You shell shocked from COVID. You shell shocked from all this crazy stuff going on in your country that are done at the hands of Americans, by the way. December 1999. The American government settled out of court with Martin Luther King's Jr. Martin Luther King's Jr. family. His family. They settled out of court. The American government settled out of court. This is the facts. This is not conspiracy. They settled out of court with the with Martin Luther King Jr.'s family for this is why they went to court. This is why they went to court. This is why they went. This is why they went. Keep listening. For conspiring against Martin Luther King Jr. That's what your American government did. Now, do you care how long ago that happened? Do you care? The greatest leader in this country that will ever be, Martin Luther King Jr., hands down. Greatest leader in this country. The American government conspired against him. Not investigation. Not an investigation. They conspired against his life. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference between conspiring against someone's life and an investigation. An investigation is different from conspiring against someone's life. They settled out of court for conspiring against the life of Martin Luther King Jr. Did you also know, and Edward Snowden told me this. I didn't know this. I watched one of his videos and I didn't know this. This is facts as well. Martin Luther King Jr. was put on the national security threat list less than a week after he did the I Have a Dream speech. So the American government seen him as a national security threat after less than a week after he did the I Have a Dream speech. The government put him on a national security list. Yeah, by the way, check out some of Edward Snowden's videos. He talks about all the surveillance that we've been put under. He's a good friend. Edward Snowden is a good friend of Joe Biden, by the way, too. Oh, yeah, Joe Biden is fond of Edward Snowden. In fact, Joe Biden is so fond of Edward Snowden, he tried to stop him from finding refuge in multiple countries after he left. Joe Biden called, before he was president, he called, I guess while he was vice president under the Obama administration, he called all around the country, around the world, trying to stop Edward Snowden from finding refuge in other countries. The man had clearly already left the American community. He left. And that wasn't good enough. Your president, Joe Biden, made calls all around the world trying to stop Edward Snowden from getting refuge in other countries. They threatened other countries that would help him too. This is one man that's telling the truth. I'm trying to show you the nature of your country so you won't wonder why I won't let them utilize me like a wild horse. Yeah. They ain't gonna utilize me. You're not gonna use me. If you look at the abbreviation USA, what does it spell out? User. USA, the closest word it can come to is user. User, in other words. And you won't be using me. It's going to poison your life. It's going to poison your community. It's going to poison any force that you got to try to play with my life. Because now you become ungrateful for your life. Well, you playing around me like you can't die. You playing around me like there's no consequences. So now you're taking life for granted. Not me for granted. You're taking your life for granted. Because God is not playing. He's made it apparently clear. You got COVID-19. You got monkeypox. You got mass shootings. You got gas prices. You got inflation that's not going anywhere. Inflation is out of control. You go to the grocery store now, inflation is unbelievable. Just the other day, I seen a pack. I paid $15 for a pack of chicken. A pack of Tyson basic pack of chicken tenders or something. Like fritters, like chicken fritters. It's Tyson chicken fritters. I paid $30 for two bags of them. For 2 bags of them. Inflation is off the chain right now. Inflation is off the chain right now. And people still out here trying to save face and play like, man, come on, man. You look pathetic. What you need to do is go spend time with your family. I'm talking to America in general. Americans in general. You need to go spend time with your family because this is almost over. If you got family and you can go visit them, that's what you need to do. Now, if I was a monster, I wouldn't tell you to do that. Now, would I? If I was a crazy person, I wouldn't tell you to do that. Now, would I? I'm telling you what you need to do, and I'm not being sarcastic. You need to go spend time with your family. You need to go make memories with people that you love because this is almost over. These people out here think they're doing something and they're not doing anything but making it worse for you and I. Driving around, trying to save face when they ain't gonna never save face in the face of COVID-19 and monkeypox and all the inflation. It's no way they can attack and overcome that and make themselves look better as a result of attacking back. It's no way they can make themselves look better. Not when you got COVID. COVID is going to be in the psyche of people until the end of time. I don't care if it goes away tomorrow. It will always be in the psyche of the people of the world. Whether it's because they lost someone or something triggers them to think about it. It could be a mask. It could be something on TV, the years. Something is, in other words, Something is always going to trigger the people to think about COVID-19 for the rest of the time of the world. At least once a week, somebody gonna think about something with COVID. I mean, without it being here. I'm just saying, something trigger them, they think about it. It's in other words, so therefore, it's like I said, it's just going to be in the mind of the people forever. It's nobody, it's no gangsters, and nobody can do anything as terrible and powerful as that. It's no one can do that. No one can penetrate the community like that. With an one with one attack, with an isolated attack, if you will. America brought that attack to me was for America. It was never intended to be for other countries. It was meant to be for America. They played games with the wrong people. And they still playing games with the wrong people like this is a game of chicken. This is not a game of chicken. You're going to become a piece of chicken trying to play chicken. You're going to become a piece of chicken with a biscuit. You cannot play chicken with God's kingdom, bruh. This is God's kingdom. You play chicken with us, you will be a 3-piece. Okay? You will be a chicken box. Do not challenge God's kingdom. It's simple as that. Now, if you want to be bad, go do it with people that love it. Like I always tell people, you want to be tough, go do it with people that love it. Whatever it is that you're projecting, there are people and individuals, especially in this country, that love these things. They love these games. They love to be tough. They love to play games of who's tougher. They love to play games of who's badder. They love to play games of who's more wicked and darker and all of that. It's people out there that love it. That's who you go and play the games with. Doesn't that make sense? When you got basketball, you don't play basketball with people that love football, do you? You play basketball with people that love it, that love the sport. You play football with people that love the football sport. You play tennis with people that love the tennis sport. So anything that you are in sport in or with, you go and find like-minded people. And that's how you really create the entertainment. Make sense? You got people that like basketball, both sides like basketball. Now you create an entertaining event. But if you have one side that doesn't like it, then you create destruction. I don't like to play games. I don't like to play with people. I don't like to play with people's lives. I don't play any games. I project myself that way. I withdraw from communities. I withdraw from people. If I loved it, I would be out here all in the politics. I would be out here showing my face. Like, don't you see what we doing? You feel me? I would be out here in the mix. I would be catching buses and going over in Harlem, tripping out with them, hanging with them. I'm good at Harlem. Go hanging in Harlem. Talking about how we defecating on our enemies. I can go out in Brooklyn and hang out there and talk about how we defecating on our enemies. You don't see me doing that, do you? You don't see me trying to do that, do you? And that should let you know I'm not interested in the game. I'm not interested in any sports or any type of sport whatsoever. And if you don't understand that, you're going to be dead quicker than later. Because while you smiling, the same smile you've been smiling, I've been bringing my wars to God. I'm not playing. I'm not engaging you in the same activity. I'm not engaging you in the same activity. I'm engaging in spiritual warfare. That's what I'm engaging into. I'm engaging into information about your country with 44 states with child marriage. None of y'all ain't gonna overcome now. That's what happens when you play with people like me. I cut to the chase. Now everybody's defeated. Well, I mean, who wants America to be here after 44 states is married children? Anybody want America to be here? So everybody got it. Because of people playing games. Everybody is up in smoke because of people out there playing games. That's what I told you. Now you see? Now does it look like I'm playing a game? When I'm telling you about 44 states with child marriage, does that look like a game to you? Does that look like any kind of child's play? Does that look like any kind of child's play? Huh? It does not do it. It looks like that's the revolution in a nutshell. Because there's no one that's going to serve this country the same again. No. You need to go talk to these Americans. Some of y'all are out of touch with how Americans think. I'm not. I study a lot of different things. I study a lot of different facets of life and subcultures. Okay? I know how people think in many different subcultures. And when they find out from listening to these people, from different types of people, that 44 states is with child marriage is legal in America, when they find that out, it's going to be over, man. We ain't talking about getting mad and angry. We're talking about it is over. When people come to the realization that they are not in the country they thought they were in. You have to accept that. I don't care if you don't like it or not. You have to accept the reality of your country. You have to accept the reality of the state of your country. You can't wish she was something else. You can't wish it away. You can't think of this fake America that you once believed in. The America you once believed in was a country that was absent of this, right? They didn't have these, in your mind, the America that is made up in your mind does not have these laws. Unfortunately, that America does not exist. The America that does exist is a country that has 44 states with child marriage. Now, that dissolves your fake America that's in your head. That America is not real. It's not real. It's not reality. What is reality is 44 states with child marriage. What is reality is they just passed laws 37 months ago that reflects child marriage perspective. What is reality is also another law. That's two laws. Here's the third one. The age of consent is under 18 in 40 states. This is the reality of the United States of America. Now, half of you patriots are not going to, you're going to deny reality right there. Now you're going to start living into some fantasy world like these, some of these people out here. You're going to start living in some fantasy world. You're going to do that, or you're going to accept the reality that, oh my gosh, I never knew this America existed. Oh my gosh. This is the real America. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't wish it away. I can't wish it away. Your president can't wish it away. Barack Obama can't wish it away. Al Sharpton can't wish it away. Jesse Jackson can't wish it away. None of your rappers, Jay-Z, Beyonce, they can't wish it away. Snoop Dogg can't wish it away. Nobody can wish this away. So all of you guys have two options. You're going to stay in a la-la world of the America that you thought that existed, that never existed, or you're going to live in the real America that has 44 states with child marriage. You're gonna live. Are you gonna live in the real America that has the age of consent under 18 in 40 states? You're gonna live in the real America where they passed a law July 1st, 2019, 37 months ago, that reflects child marriage laws perspective. You're gonna live in that, or you're gonna live in La La Land. It's up to you. But you're not going to sit here and act like you're some patriotic country that lives in purity towards children. That is over. That's over. And I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you're the purest person in the world. Your country is not. We're talking about your country, not you. You can be the purest person in the world. You can be the greatest person in the world. Good for you. I'm not talking about you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm talking about America. Okay? Because people want to say, well, I do this. Well, who cares what you do? I'm not trying to be funny. Who cares what you do? I'm talking about 44 states married children. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about individuals and what you do with your children. Oh, well, that's not going to affect us. But 44 states married children does affect us. It speaks volumes for who we are. It speaks volumes for our desires, sexual desires, and all of that. It speaks a lot of volumes. Who cares about what you do? It's not going to be able to make up for what America is doing. That's a 7. Who cares about what you do? You could be the greatest family man in the world. Good for you. You could be the greatest mom in the world. Great for you, right? But 44 states marrying children, it just engulfs over what you do as a person. It just engulfs over that. We don't even know that you're doing it. It doesn't affect our community, therefore. But we do know that 44 states is marrying children, and that affects the community. And just because I release this information does not make me a president. It does not make me some king. Because let me help you with that. Let me help you with that. If you ain't giving no money up, I don't care if you call me a what they call bootleg prophets or bootleg preachers. I don't care what you call me. If you ain't got no money, then you gotta leave. And if you don't leave, I'm going to curse you with the curse of the Lord. Look at it. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. The curse of the Lord. I'm not playing any games. You come around here acting like this is a carnival, eating corn dogs and cotton candy, like we at some circus or carnival or something. Like this is a game. Like I'm some common attraction. I'm going to curse you till you defecate. I'm going to curse the dog defecation out of these people. I'm not playing any. This ain't no carnival. This is not a carnival. This is not cotton candy and corn dogs. This is not popcorn, cotton candy and corn dogs and funnel cakes. That's how the American community got y'all so goofy. Like this is a game. This ain't no game. Do COVID-19 and inflation look like a game to you? Monkeypox and uncertainty with all the variants of COVID, this look like a game to you? You got a strange sense of what is a game to me then. You have a strange sense of what is a game. When you can sit up and see all this going on and you think something sweet and funny. You have a funny sense of what is a game. This is not a game. You're so used to being entertained, you think everything is about entertainment. This is not entertainment either. This is not to entertain you. I don't tap dance for no white Americans. I'm not racist, But they've done enough and said enough to be addressed. Put it like that. They've done enough and said enough to be addressed. Okay? I don't tap dance for no white Americans. I do not tap dance. Okay? If you think this is entertainment, some karate game or some karate showdown, you're gonna be cursed. This is not no karate, a kung fu showdown. This is not The Last Dragon. But you see how it always leads back to some type of goofy entertainment with these people? It's always some goofy entertainment perspective with the, you know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hear that. Like I said, keep playing with me and we're going to curse this whole country, man. I hate for it to happen. But you know, it's more about the kingdom of God than about me, than you. See, this is disrespect to the kingdom of God. That's what this has come to. It's no longer about me. It never has been, really. So if you think I'm making it about me, I'm not. This is about God's kingdom not being disrespected. And I am a part of that kingdom. It's not going to be any disrespect. I don't know what you thought. Christians was going to be persecuted for the end of time and all around the world. You thought Christians was just going to be persecuted? No. Unfortunately, all of us will not be persecuted. You were under the impression that all of y'all will be persecuting Christians and persecuting good people. No, that's a negative. That would be a negative. Yeah, that's how they taught you. That's how they groomed you. To think that you could just persecute the Christians. You just don't persecute the Christians. No, you're not going to just persecute the Christians. You're not going to persecute the Christians. You're not going to persecute me. Let's put it like this. There's two types of Christians in a dynamic of persecution. Ones that get persecuted and ones that do not get persecuted. Ones that die and ones that can't be killed. The only perspective that these Americans take is we can kill the Christians, we can persecute the Christians. But you forget that all Christians can't die. If it's not God's will, they can't die. If it's not God's will, they won't even be persecuted. You will try, but you will find that it will not work. You will find that you're in more trouble than before you started. You're not in a better situation. You're not effective with persecuting them. And that's what you ran into. You ran into somebody you thought you could persecute. You ran into somebody you thought you could kill, and now you're suffering for it because I'm a real Christian. Am I perfect? No, I'm not perfect. I'm human. That's what I am. And I've never hidden my humanity. You see everything I do. I'm pretty sure your community knows about everything I do. I don't hide anything. I have not hidden anything. You know, it's hypocrites are the ones that are hiding the things they do. I'm not hiding nothing. I've never left you under the impression I was doing all of this and none of that. That kind of person. So you can't say nothing about me being a hypocrite. You can't. I do stuff right in your face. How's that a hypocrite? I'm right in your face with it. Hypocrite comes from a mask. That word comes from a mask. Hypocrite. Look it up. It has this root word. Mask is a root word in the word hypocrite as far as definition. I'm not wearing a mask at all. I'm not covering up anything. And, and the bottom line is they done just ran into a real one. They done ran into somebody real. Like that they can't beat. And they surprised. They thought, we just do the old American thing we've been doing. That day is gone. You're vulnerable, you're weak, and everybody know it. You got COVID more than everybody else. Everybody know you're vulnerable and weak. It's not time to be macho. It's not time to try to be some honcho. Either one. You want to be a macho? You want to be a honcho? You can't do it here. You can't do it riding up and down these streets around here. You cannot be no honcho and macho to me, buddy. Okay? Let's get that understood. There is no competition. Okay? If it was, then why are we in the situation we in? They're competing, but they're not doing anything. That part. We're doing everything without competing. Explain that. Just imagine if I applied myself. Just imagine. I'm doing it. I'm applying myself in a different way, though. I'm applying myself spiritually. That's the best way. You know. So it's just like, for innocent people, I feel sorry that this happened, but not sorry enough for it to stop. And that's the difference. I'm sorry. I'm apologetic that this had to happen to innocent people, but not apologetic enough to ask God to stop it, because they still out here playing games, which means we need to apply more pressure. We need to apply more strength until it is totally understood. Totally. We're not coexisting like this. We're not coexisting like Batman and Joker. It's not happening. They're in fantasy worlds. I can sense it. You think we're going to coexist as heroes and villains? Cat and mouse. It's not happening. You're